Every pharmacist had met that one customer, the one who walks in calm and explodes 5 seconds later, the one who turns a normal workday into a battlefield, and more importantly, how you can handle them better than 99% of others. Today, we are going to talk about that customer, the angry customer. Hello, my fellow pharmacists. I am Ammar Amiri, and this is Pharma Coach. Welcome back to our Counseling in the Pharmacy series. In episode 1, we cover the greeting. You can find the link of the video in the description below. Today, we are taking a big step forward. We are going into the real battlefield of communication, dealing with different types of customers. And our main focus will be on the toughest, the loudest, and sometimes the most exhausting one, the angry customer. Before we dive into the angry customer, the most dramatic and emotionally draining type, let's take a moment to talk how pharmacists actually classify customers. Why does this matter? Because understanding why customers behave the way they do changes everything about how we communicate with them. It's not about putting people in boxes. It's about recognizing patterns so we respond efficiently, calmly, and professionally. Every pharmacist knows that each customer who walks into the pharmacy brings their own story, their own fears, their own expectations, and sometimes their own problems from outside the pharmacy. We don't meet people in a vacuum, we meet them at random points in the day, and inevitably, we start noticing repeating patterns. Not stereotyping them, but because these patterns tell us something deeper. Every behavior hides a need of control, reassurance, recognition, safety, or simply time. Communication experts categorize customer into broad behavioral types. One German important reference in this field, it calls das Kundengespräch in der Apotheke, the customer consultation in the pharmacy, describes several such pairs in opposite needs: the aggressive versus the insecure, the distressful versus the Mr. Know-it-all, the stingy versus the arrogant, the hurried versus the anxious, the silent versus the overly talkative customer. Each pair reflects a deep psychological need. But here's the important part. These classifications are not rigid categories. No human being fits perfectly in one type. A customer who seems calm today may be impatient tomorrow. Someone who is normally friendly might show up angry if he had a terrible day. Even the same person can switch types during a single conversation. So these types are not labels, they are tools. Why does this matter for us in the pharmacy? Because when you recognize the pattern, you can predict the need behind the behavior. And when you understand the need, you know exactly how to respond. We will talk about every type in the future in details. So now that we understand why classifying customer helps and why no classification is perfect, let's step into the most challenging type you will ever meet behind the pharmacy counter, the angry customer. An angry or aggressive customer can appear without warning. One moment things are normal and suddenly the customer becomes loud or openly hostile. They might start criticizing you or the pharmacy in personal, unfair way. This can happen in the middle of a conversation, sometimes without an obvious reason. And of course, it creates an uncomfortable atmosphere for everyone around. It's easy to feel hurt or defensive when a customer lashes out, but a professional response is essential. You have to resist the urge of snapback, no matter how ununderstandable that feeling is. I know, staying calm in the face of anger is tough, but it's exactly what will help you regain control of the whole situation. Let's look at a couple of realistic pharmacy scenarios involving angry customer, and see how pharmacists can handle them correctly. Let's imagine a scene. It's a busy afternoon in the pharmacy. A line of customers wait at the counter. One customer, Mr. Green, has been waiting for his prescription and is growing frustrated.
This is ridiculous, Tagger. I've been waiting 15 minutes for my prescription. What's taking so long? Don't you people care about customers?
I'm sorry for the wait, sir. I understand your frustration, but waiting longer than expected is annoying.
We had an urgent case earlier that slowed us down, and I appreciate your patience. My time is valuable. I have other things to do. This shouldn't happen.
You're absolutely right that you shouldn't have to wait so long. I apologize for the delay. Let me check on your prescription status right now. Good news, your medication is ready. I'll bring it out for you immediately. Again, I'm sorry you had to wait today.
Fine. Just don't let it happen next time.
We'll do our best. Thank you for your patience, and take care.
In this scenario, the pharmacist did a great job diffusing the anger. Let's break down what he did. He stayed calm and kept a neutral tone, even when the customer voice rose. This helped avoid adding fuel on the fire. He listened to the customer complaint without interrupting and acknowledged the problem. He even found a point to agree on. The customer shouldn't wait that long, which is true. Finding common ground shows the customer that we see their perspective. Let's imagine another scene. A customer, Mr. Brown, comes to pick up an antibiotic prescription, but the pharmacy is out of stock until tomorrow.
Sir, I'm really sorry, but it looks like we've just run out of that antibiotic. I can have it for you by tomorrow morning.
What do you mean you ran out? That's unacceptable. I need it now. You pharmacies are all the same. June's completely incompetent.
I hear you. This is an important medication, and it's very frustrating when it's not available immediately.
This is outrageous. Do you even know how to do your job?
I understand you're upset. I also need to ask that we keep our discussion respectful. Let's see what we can do to fix this.
Just tell me how I get my medication.
Here are a couple of options. I've called our partner pharmacy across town, and they do have your antibiotic. I can arrange for you to pick it up there today, or, if you prefer, I'll make sure it's the first thing we deliver tomorrow morning, free of charge, to your home. Which would you prefer? I don't want to drive across town. Can you really deliver it tomorrow morning?
Absolutely. We will deliver it to your door by tomorrow morning, and there will be no charge for delivery.
All right. I'll wait for the delivery.
We appreciate your understanding. I hope you feel better soon, and if you have any questions about the antibiotic, please call us.
This scenario was more intense. The customer's anger became personal, calling the staff incompetent. Let's see how the pharmacist handled it. The pharmacist remained calm and measured, not raising his voice, even when the customer's tone was aggressive. He acknowledged the customer anger and validating his feeling. Sometimes an angry customer just needs to feel heard. When Mr. Brown insulted the staff, do you even know how to do your job? The pharmacist didn't retaliate. Instead, he set a clear boundary in a professional way. I need to ask that we keep our discussion respectful. These signals that while you emphasize abuse is not acceptable. Setting polite but firm boundaries is critical if the customer's behavior becomes truly inappropriate. After establishing that boundary, the pharmacist immediately offered a solution. He gave the customer two practical options to solve his problem. By refocusing Mr. Brown on solving the issue, the pharmacist helped move conversations away from blame and back to the customer's need. Notice the pharmacist also offered something extra, free home delivery, as a gesture of goodwill. This isn't always possible, but it can help turn the situation around. In the heat of the moment, angry customers just want to be acknowledged. They might have a deeper need to feel respected or heard, especially if they felt mistreated before. In fact, the original issue at hand, like a stock outage, is sometimes not the real reason for their outrage. It could be triggered by a bad day, fear about their health, or feeling that their concerns aren't valued. By understanding this, you can remind yourself not to take the anger personally. It's usually not about you, even if directed to you. This mindset can help you to stay calm and kind rather than defensive. From these scenarios and expert advice, here's some key strategies to handle angry customer effectively. Stay calm and keep neutral body language. Take a slow breath. Speak in steady, calm voice and keep your tone neutral. If you remain composed, it can help to de-escalate the customer anger. Plus, appearing calm, even if you are shaking inside, shows confidence and professionalism. Listen actively without interruption. Note to show you are listening. Don't jump in with explanations too early. Wait for a pause. Empathize and acknowledge their feelings. Use phrases like, I understand how upsetting this is, or I see why you are angry. A statement like, I understand your position, or you are right, this situation is not ideal, validates their feeling. It tells the customer you see the problem from their perspective. Find the common ground and gently redirect it. If possible, find something to agree on, even a small detail. For example, I agree that this wait is longer than it should be. This helps diffuse conflict because it's hard to argue with someone who is agreeing with you. Then bring back the focus to solving the problem. Ask questions or make a suggestion to move forward. For example, let's see how we can fix this. Or here's what I can do for you. Steering the conversation towards the solution gives the angry customer a path out from their frustration. Some angry customers may say harsh, personal things. It's important not to respond in kind. If customer raises their voice or is sarcastic, keep your voice steady and calm. If they say, this is the worst pharmacy ever, resist the urge to argue or say something rude back. Responding with angry only escalates the fight. Instead, continue to listen and focus on resolving the issue. Set boundaries if necessary. If the customer crosses the line into truly abusive language or behavior, you must protect yourself or your team. Politely, let the customer know their behavior isn't acceptable. For example, you can say calmly, I want to help you, but I can't do that if you continue insulting me or my staff. Let's keep our language civil so I can assist you. Most customers will step back when they realize they have gone too far. If they don't, it may be appropriate to involve manager or security. Your safety and well-being matter too. Before we finish, I want to share something personal. When I was a trainee pharmacist, my handling of angry customers was honestly very bad. I didn't know how to respond and I didn't know how to set the boundaries. The whole situation was a big chaos and it affected me for days. With time and experience, things changed, of course. But let us be honest, even now, once in a while, an angry customer still walks into the pharmacy like a small tornado, upsets the atmosphere and leave again. This is part of our job, we have to accept it. Dealing with angry customer is one of the hardest parts of the job. But these strategies, you can turn conflicts into opportunities. When you stay calm, listen, and respond with empathy and solutions, even the angriest customer can walk away satisfied, or at least less angry than they arrived. If it could help another pharmacist out there, then like, comment, and share.